Hello everyone. Welcome back. It is CCO5 here, and I'm here to bring you the Voxelab Aquila 3D printer. Now, this printer I got off Amazon, and I believe is about less than $200. Well, there was a sale of it, so it's about $180. Sorry about the little blurs there that you can see in the video. I just wanted to censor my face because I'm still not comfortable sharing my face yet, or my name, or anything. But yeah, I'm not here to exactly quote-unquote review this printer. Instead, I'm just going to comment over how I built it, and it'll be a fun ride, let's just say that. As you enjoy this smooth jazz music that I put over the video, and as I voice it over, yes, this is post-commentary, as you can see. Now, the thing about this printer is that it was quite big, so I decided to build it a little on my floor. And it went pretty well. I have experience in screwing in a lot of things, so it wasn't too hard to build, let's just say that. As you can see, it comes with Allen wrenches and all the screw parts you need. Here I just put on those little stands so it can dispense stuff from the nozzle. And there's a little motor that has a screw so I can bring the nozzle up and down. And yes, it is one of those printers that can use a nozzle to dispense hot plastic. That's called FDM, by the way. And the plastic is called filament. It comes from a spool. And the assembly for this FDM printer is not too hard. One reason you would want to choose FDM over SLA or resin is because the liquid that the resin printers use, which is indeed called resin, yes, it has some weird chemistry to solidify the thing, and it can smell. I think it's a little bit toxic, so I didn't want to deal with all that, so hence why I chose FDM, because all you have to deal with is a hot nozzle and a hot build plate. Yeah, this build plate does get pretty hot. As you can see, I like tightening my things in really good, hence why I had to use one of the parts in order to get more torque on the Allen wrench. I also tried to make it as straight as possible, but that's just me. It shouldn't be this hard. Don't make it complicated if you buy this yourself. Now, I'm getting to the part where I put all of the, what do you call it? All of the parts to move the nozzle together. Again, it wasn't really that hard. Might have made it a little bit harder on myself by doing this, but oh well. There's the thing that moves it. I believe that's a little belt. Oh, here's a strange part of the assembly. I had to take this ready-made part apart because, oddly enough, you have to put the little belt through it so it can move the nozzle that's mounted on wheels on that railing. But that's like an adjuster part, but I just still found it funny how I had to take it apart, then put the belt through it and put it back together. I believe there's another one on the railing that moves the build plate as well, actually. Just a funny thing I noticed, but it wasn't too much of a problem because I got it done anyways. And I put it on. Well, I put it on the wrong way initially. Yeah, silly me. But there, as you can see, that's almost done with the actual building of the printer now. Just gotta put on a few more parts, and tighten the already put on parts. So yeah, as you saw there, the screw lowers it. Nothing real special to it. There's the top bar that holds it all together, and on this you mount the spool that holds the filament. The plastic filament, yes. And later you'll see that the plastic filament actually goes through that white tube that you see connecting to the nozzle. So this is where I'm mounting on the little part that holds the console or control panel, whatever you want to call it. It's not solidly mounted on there, not via, well, actually screwing it in. It's more held in by those little notches that you see on the bars. But hey, if it works, it works. In fact, it probably makes it more versatile that way, so you don't have to go directly to the front of the printer to start printing. And the filament spool holder is somewhat of the same way. I tried to get it in there secure as possible, but I realized the effort was kind of futile anyway. Plus, despite being a little bit loose, it actually does quite a good job of holding up the spool I bought for about 20 bucks. Although, oddly enough, this thing does come with a spool itself. You might have seen it was a red spool of filament. Sorry about the big blurs here. I showed my face on accident. I was being careless because I was essentially almost done. Silly me. And here's the wiring. Yes, the instructions say that they are indeed not color-coded, they're letter-coded, so you can easily put them in the right place. Not too hard to do. And there we go. There's the finished build with some of my artwork in the background. Yeah, I moved to my little dresser because that's the only place I had space left. I'm saving space on my desk for another upcoming build, actually, that you might be more excited in. Here I turn on the console. It's not touchscreen. It's controlled by a rotating knob that you can press to select whatever on the screen. As you can see, as I turn it on, the little exhaust thing is running, and I realized I forgot to take off the plastic protector on the build plate, so I just sped that up to keep it not too boring for you guys. The plate will eventually get hot, trust me. And here we have the filament spool that I bought for 20 bucks off Amazon. This is Overture PLA. You will see it in a second when I get it open. And there you go. Comes wrapped in plastic, but that's not a problem. And that's a seamless transition. Yeah, I saw that a couple times in other YouTube videos. I just thought it was a cool trick to do. But yes, remember what I said earlier? This thing weighs like 3 to 5 pounds, and it still manages to hold up. And then what you have to do is put that into the tube, just shove it in real good. So here, I believe, is me messing with the adjustments, the manual adjustments on the plate, the nozzle and plate movements. The x-axis moves the nozzle, the y-axis moves the plate, as you'll see in a second here. And the z-axis, well, that moves the up and down of the nozzle. And you can adjust it to whatever value you want. Just put in a number via the turning the knob. Yep, as you can see, I'm bringing it up. And keep playing around with this for a little bit. So yeah, there's a close-up of what it actually spewed. Oddly enough, there was a little bit of red PLA filament already in there, and I just decided to take it out. But I just wanted to prove to you that it does indeed dispense. And here is me trying to warm it up a little bit more. I believe there was still more red filament in there, but I got rid of it. As you can see, it'll dispense in a little bit. Yep, there it goes. It lands on the plate, and I take it off by just, a second, because keep in mind it's still hot. But yeah, that's basically the printer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Builds of this will come soon. I mean prints. CC5 out.